Hi everyone, back out to the beacons again. This time I'm over in Carmarthenshire and I'm heading up towards Lyn Y Fan Fach and then up onto the ridge, at which point I'll decide which of the hills I'm hoping to camp on. There's a lot of water I expect you can hear in the stream next to me. So it might be a bit boggy up there, but we'll wait and see. And yeah, hopefully it's going to be a good day. So I've made one mistake already. I decided I would dig out my buffalo mountain shirt, which I haven't worn out on the hills for probably, I don't know, up to 15-20 years maybe. And it was great back then and it's doing its job now, but the issue with it is it replaces all the layers really, and it's a bit warm down here. It'll be colder up on the top, so I should be alright. And if you don't know about buffalo shirts, it's a Pertex outer with a fleece inner, and you wear it next to the skin. It's got all sorts of pit zips and ways for air to get in, and when you're on the move it's absolutely great, except when you're in the valley. But there we go. So this is where we are. This is Lyn Y Fan Fach, and that is the Untitled up there, the Black Mountain northern escarpment of, and we're heading up there somewhere. I'll try and find a pitch about an hour before it gets dark so I can sit and have a look at the views. But it is truly lovely, truly beautiful, and so quiet. And from the Llyn down there, the way up is off to the right, up quietly onto the ridge, and then follow it round. Should be really good. Let's go see. Up on top of the ridge now, I stood by a cairn just where the path tops out, and you can see that's where we're heading, over there. So I think it's called Picws or something along those lines. But there's a great view from here. You can imagine this on a lovely sunny day. It's very, very beautiful. I'm going to wander off back down to the edge of the ridge now and show you where I came up and what's down there. Oh. So there's a path that goes all the way along the ridge. Let me show you what is down there. There is Lyn Y Fan Fach down there. It's quite a steep climb, but not too bad. Just thought I'd tell you a little bit about this area. It's the Untitled, the Black Mountain, not to be confused with the Black Mountains. These are to the west of the central beacons, and the Black Mountains are to the east. Got a big northern escarpment and then a long sloping area of land down towards the South Wales valleys. This is where the Rogoff caves are, where that huge cave rescue took place recently. And the evidence of those caves you can see on top of the land, where there are a lot of shake holes, and some of them enormous. In fact, there is a stream down there, goes down into a gully and just disappears into the ground after the rain. It's got one of the biggest cairns in South Wales. It's down over there. Also the wreck of a Wellington bomber and the wreck of a vampire jet. It's quite an interesting place. At the top of Picws, and yeah, quite a view from up here. Let me just show you what's behind me. Nice, eh? It's a tiny bit of wind, just a tiny bit of wind. So I think, I'm not sure if this is the highest point. I'll check it out later on. But incredible views all round. Just imagine, sun's out, summer's day. Just looks gorgeous, doesn't it? So I've got to find a pitch now, and I'm not going to stray too far from the edge. I don't think there's going to be people wandering around. Don't need to get 100 miles off the path, I don't think. It is starting to chill off a bit now, so I'm going to put my gloves on and get this tent up. Got the tent set up, the Abisco Light 1. It's taken me a while, but it's all done. Just take you through my sleep system. I've got a silver mat here that I got from I think Trek Light gear. My Nemo Tensor insulated sleep mat, and now I've got my Rab Ascent 900 sleeping bag, and up there you can see there's my Danish pillow over there. So it's the first time I've used this. Hopefully it's all going to work. Anyway, all set up. I'm going to get in the tent now and start thinking about some dinner. Chicken fajita with rice and Uncle Ben's. Slight problem is that by the time you had a whole packet of Uncle Ben's in, you can't actually shut the lid anymore. So half a portion of Uncle Ben's would be fine, I think. Well, quite tasty. So I've had my dinner, got the brew on, cup of coffee. I don't know why I drink coffee on the hill, and I always drink tea at home. It's a bit strange, but there you go. This is going to be my last trip of the year, I think. It's just a week before Christmas now, and of course family stuff starting to take over. It's been a great 6 months now since I started this, or restarted this wild camping. I've been in the Scouts all my life, so I did a fair bit of backpacking and stuff when I was younger, when I was a teenager in the Scouts, and then when I was a Scout leader taking teenagers out. But it's been a good 15-20 years, I don't know, an awful long time since I was out on the hills on my own in a tent. And we restarted this summer with my wife. I had a camp up on Sergeant Man, or near Sergeant Man. That was a really good trip, actually. We were staying in Keswick. We caught the bus to Grasmere, walked up to Sergeant Man from Grasmere, camped there overnight, and then we walked down over Greenup Edge, down into Rosswaite, and caught a bus back there, back to Keswick from there. So it was like a proper expedition, or mini expedition. And since then, now this is my 4th trip in the Brecon Beacons National Park, and I'm just starting to relax into it, really. It's lots of things that, you know, I'm a sort of a born worrier anyway, but I worry about whether the car's going to be there, am I going to be moved on, is the weather going to be rubbish, you know, all sorts of things. And anyway, I'm starting to relax now, and I'm not getting moved on. tents aren't blown away. I haven't set anything on fire. I haven't poisoned myself. Haven't fallen over, or you know, all these sorts of things that you worry about. Haven't happened yet. No doubt some of them will at some point. Yeah, it's been really good, and I'm really looking forward to 2022. I probably won't be going out in the, you know, in the depths of winter. I might do, but you know, I'm not Bushman and Blue. I'm not going to be sitting in a tent for 2 days, gradually waiting for it to get covered in snow. And I'm not going to go out in Storm Arwen or any of that sort of stuff. I'm getting on a bit, and I have to be sensible. But yeah, I should be out. Getting up to Snowdonia. I got dreams of going to Cadaridris, the Arrans, and then in the summer we'll be back up in the Lake District, and we'll do at least one overnight while we're up there. So I'm looking forward to it. Really looking forward to it. Morning. Yet another day on the beacons, yet another day in the Clag. Although I can see, I'm sort of at the top of the cloud, I think. Let me just turn around and show you what we've got down here. So there's a bit of the valley. So the wind's got up last night. So currently it's sunrise, and you can sort of see something behind me, but not a great deal. But, never mind. All on my own. Lovely. Yeah, nice. Right, I'll get some breakfast, have a brew. Thinking about getting down out of the cold. That's me all packed up, ready to go home. Just show you the gaff, just so you know, leaving no trace as always. So I'm gonna go onwards to the next hill, and then down the nose of that, back along the valley, then back to the car. As always, when I'm out, there's no view. There's plenty of blue sky above me, and all the clouds are below me, but not quite far enough below to be an inversion. Anyway, time to go home. Right, I've come down off Picws, and I was gonna go up there, and then the route goes down over the nose there, but quite honestly I don't really see the point going all the way up there. I'm not going to see anything until I get back down to this level anyway, so I'm going to take this path here that just goes around and then quietly down back to the valley. Well, you wouldn't think there was a way down there, would you? But there is. amazingly. I can see sun poking out, but that one there is still in the cloud, so I don't think I missed too much. So this path down here, this is the Brecon Beacons Way, on its way from the western edge of the park right through to the eastern edge. This is the low level version, and where we were up on the top earlier on, that's the high level option. So now we just follow it on along towards that break in the clouds over there. Probably shouldn't be filming while I'm on this really narrow little path. And I've got a rock to duck under now as well. Great. Wonderful. Let's get past this bit. That's it. So now, contour back underneath the escarpment now. We're almost at the, I don't know, say 9/10 of the way down the escarpment, just on the, where it starts to level out a bit. This tiny little path heading back towards Lyn Y Fan Fach. Had an interesting night. As soon as I got in the tent, I had me dinner, had me brew, led down to watch a film. It started blowing like mad, and I got out of the tent a couple of times to try and stop some flapping. I couldn't work it out. So anyway, the wind sort of came, went for a bit, came back, went away again. So yeah, it sounded like it was blowing really hard, but tent was good, just sat there, flapped a bit on the one side. Apart from that, it's fine. Had a decent night's sleep, decent breakfast. Gave up trying to dry the tent. In the end, we were in the clouds, so not a lot of point, I don't think. So I'm back at the Lyn now. As you can see behind me, I just got the gravelly access road to go, and one more sweep of the ridge. Absolutely lovely. I've had a great night. I really enjoyed myself, apart from the flapping tent in the wind. I'll have to sort that out at some point. So I'm going to leave it here, and just want to say thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please let me know. Any comments, gratefully received. If you want to see more, like and subscribe. Just encourages me to try and get better and better as the time goes on. But in the meantime, have yourselves a great Christmas, and let's hope for better things in 2022.